Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day Live. Now that I realize I'm looking at the wrong screen. What's up, ladies and gents? Here we go. Second stream of the day. Second stream of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I got feedback coming. It's like my first day doing this stuff, but we got it figured out. So today we've got the second of a two-game series between the Astros and the Dodgers from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. All right, so as I was saying, Dodgers, Astros. Dodgers are now 32-14 at home, or 32-14 overall. 23-23 are the Astros, so right at 500. Astros are 7-17 away from their home ballpark, and the Dodgers are 15-8 at home. Tonight, the pitching matchup is Zack Greinke, the right-handed pitcher, number 21 for the Astros, and he's going to go against what they're calling a pitching by committee game here. Bruce Gratterall is going to start the game, but they don't expect him to go a real long time. They figure that the Dodgers are going to use their middle relievers for the entire game, so expect to see a whole bunch of pitching changes, ladies and gentlemen. But Greinke on the season's 3-1 with a 3.27 ERA, 52.1 innings pitched. He's given up 45 hits. He's got 50 Ks and 8 base on balls, 3 home runs given up. Gratterall, on the other hand, is 0-2 with a 3.24 ERA. He's given up 14 hits with 8 Ks and 2 base on balls. Alrighty. Hey, what's up, Julian? He's there. Your leaders for both teams. You've got Springer leading the Astros in home runs. Carlos Correa leads the Astros in batting average, and Kyle Tucker leads them in RBIs. Mookie Betts, the Dodger leader in home runs, with Seager leading with batting average, and now Seager has taken over the RBI lead as well. So Seager's been hot as of late. Pitching leaders for both teams. Zack Greinke is the leading pitcher for the Astros with on earned run average, Christian Javier in wins, and Framber Valdez for strikeouts. For the Dodgers earned run average, Joe Kelly is the leader for the Dodgers, Kershaw in wins, and Kershaw in strikeouts. And there's Bobby checking in. What's up, well, man? How you doing, Bobby? Welcome, welcome. Your NFL day went better than mine, young Bobby. Much better than mine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the lineups for tonight's game. The Astros, Springer in right field is leading off, Bregman at third base, Brantley in left field, Correa at shortstop, Riddick DH, Maldonado at catcher, Toro first base, Straw in center field, and Mayfield the second baseman will end the lineup for them. For the Dodgers, Mookie Betts right field leading off, Corey Seager shortstop batting second, A.J. Pollock is in left field batting third, Max Muncy, the third baseman, will be batting cleanup. Will Smith moves into the 5 hole with Bellinger in the 6 hole playing first base. Taylor will be playing second base tonight. Jock Peterson is back in the lineup at DH, and Kike Hernandez will be playing center field, so they've shuffled everybody around yet again. Ash says, what is the pitching matchup? I just went over that, my man, but it's Greinke going for the Astros, and then the Dodgers are going to do a committee approach. They're going to use all their middle relievers. The first one to go is Bruce Gratterall, who hasn't gone more than, I think, 2 innings the entire season. So that's the lineup tonight there, Ash. All right, for you folks that like to bet these ball games here, the Astros, the run line is plus 1.5 for the Astros. The money line for them is plus 122. And the over-under in this game for runs scored is 9.5. On the Dodgers side of the ledger, 1.5 and minus 1.5 is the run line. Minus 132 is the money line. All right, let's take a look at the standings for the Dodgers, okay, real quick here. National League West standings, the Dodgers are leading the division, but here comes San Diego. They continue to creep up on us, 2.5 games back now. In third is the San Francisco with 9 games back, Colorado 11 games back, and Arizona 15.5 back. In the American League West standings, that's where Houston resides. You've got Oakland leading that division. Houston is in second, 6 games back. Seattle in third at 8.5 games back. Los Angeles Angels at 10 games back, and the Texas Rangers at 12.5 games back. So that's pretty much what we got going for a matchup today, ladies and gentlemen. Elijah checks in and says, "Let's go Cowboys," apparently not realizing that this is a Dodger stream. But we will have the Cowboy game on TV2 tonight, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. Aiden Jimenez checks in, says, "What's up?" What's up, Aiden? How are you tonight, my man? What's up with you? ESPN still showing a tennis match on the TV that the Dodgers are supposed to be on here in 5 minutes. How is everybody doing tonight out there in Dodgerland? I imagine you're doing better than the people in Vikings land. This morning's first stream of our doubleheader, of course, was the Minnesota Vikings game where they got absolutely shellacked by the Green Bay Packers, ladies and gentlemen. 7 berserkers already in the chat. That's how I like it. That's how I like it, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know about this whole pitching by committee thing. What do you guys think about that? I mean, imagine the money in Vegas is switching sides right now, if that's the case. Watching this tennis match that's on the same channel the Dodgers are going to be on, it reminds me why I don't watch tennis. It reminds me why I don't watch tennis, ladies and gentlemen. I remember watching a little bit of it back in the Andre Agassi days. So as I mentioned, we've got the Cowboy games. I know there's a lot of Cowboy fans that hang out in here. Yeah, Ash, I don't think it's a good idea either. They shit the bed, Bobby. That's what happened to them. They got worked. But don't fear, I won't be doing an entire stream on why my team sucks. I won't be doing a stream on why my team sucks. It's not how I roll. I'll be back next week to do it again. Let's get this tennis garbage off my TV. All right, our first look on TV2 of the new stadium in Los Angeles. SoFi Stadium. It looks kind of weird. It's like a spaceship. 9 berserkers already in the chat as we wait for ESPN to get off this tennis match. I think my volume might be too loud on there. Can you guys hear my TV? Because if you can, that's bad. As my wife is screaming at her dog. Thor the Wonder Dog is in trouble, ladies and gentlemen, has come to visit me to tell me that he's in trouble. 10 berserkers up in the chat. Catherine, how you doing? How you doing this evening? What was the no for? Were we answering a question? Man, this is brutal, this whole tennis match thing. It's 5-5 in the fifth set, I think. Some guy's up 15-0. I wonder if the Dodgers game takes precedence over this. I'm doing good, thank you very much. Recovering from a tough morning in NFL land. Game ended, I went and took a little hour nap. You're about to drive into the valley in Los Angeles there? So you probably arrive sometime tomorrow at your destination. I don't miss that traffic back there at all, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, gotcha. You can't hear my TV. I understand. Yeah, Ash, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're rolling that direction. I'm starting to think that that Bueller injury with the blister on his finger is becoming a problem. I mean, a real problem. Who was scheduled to go tonight? Wasn't it May that was about due up? So maybe he's hurt too. Yeah, so I don't know why they're doing it this way. Let me look at their upcoming schedule here, because I think they go right back at it tomorrow. I think they'll go right back at it. Let's check out their schedule. Again, I apologize. They're still on this tennis match here on the on ESPN. Schedule. So Monday, starting tomorrow, the Dodgers play the Padres. And again, the starting pitcher is to be determined. And Tuesday, they play the Padres as well. These games will be at Petco Park in San Diego. Both late starts. Let's check Wednesday. I think it's a 3-game series. Yeah, so they've got 3 in a row at Petco starting tomorrow. The first 2 games are late starts, 9:10 Western time. And then the next one on Wednesday is at 4:10 p.m. Eastern time. Actually, I think the first 2 are 9 Eastern time, so same time as we've always had our streams here. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do all those games or what. So in essence, for the way it's sitting right now, the Padres could catch up to and tie, or actually go ahead of the Dodgers, depending on what happens today. Depending on what happens today. Man, this thing's still going to go on. Gary asks, when's the swag available? If you go to our page already, there already is swag available. You just have to click on the link At the top of the Valhalla Sports Talk page on YouTube, there's a link on the right-hand side that takes you to the Valhalla Sports Talk swag shop. So it's May. Bueller has a blister, and Dustin May has an issue with his foot. I get you, Ash. The Cowboy fans are already talking smack in the chat. Again, the Cowboy game is on TV2 tonight. So Dodgers Game Day Live is bringing it to you. Not only Dodgers Astros, whenever this stupid tennis match ends, but they're also bringing you updates for the Cowboys Rams game. And it's all free. You say it's not loading for you? Let me try it. Might drop a link. Drop a little old link in the chat. Valhalla Sports Talk. There we go. Copy. All right, so it looks like we got to go to ESPN2 here. Looks like we got to go to ESPN2, so let me get that here in a minute. I'm going to drop a link in the chat right now for all your Valhalla Sports Talk swag, ladies and gentlemen. All your Valhalla Sports Talk swag. Also, I'm going to turn off my camera accidentally because I pushed a button I wasn't supposed to. Let's see if we can fix that. Landon Sports Talk checks in, says, hello, Valhalla. Let me try to find this game real quick. ESPN2 HD. It looks like we're already going here, but the TV is in commercial. Gratterall against Springer. Gotcha, Gary. King Yellowman checks in, says, Vamos Doyers, Vamos Doyers. 15 Berserkers already up in the chat. We haven't even found the game on the TV yet. Elijah's wanting 2 wins today, Cowboys, Dodgers. Let me tell you how that works out, Elijah. I wanted 2 wins at the beginning of today, and I'm not getting it because the world's not fair. Vikings already got their butts kicked. Vikings already caught that L at the hands of the hated Green Bay Packers. They're just in commercials on ESPN2. I think they're holding the game up, though, for whatever they're waiting on here because nothing's updated here on MLB.com. Nothing has updated yet, ladies and gentlemen. Jorge says, sorry for my Vikings. They were sorry, that's for sure, but I appreciate the sentiment. We'll be back at it next week against the Indianapolis Colts. Colts travel on the road to meet Indy next week. A lot of interesting outcomes in the league today. Anybody see Joe Burrow in Cincinnati? He almost came back and won that game if that kicker didn't poop his pants and pull a hammy on the game-winning kick. All right, so it looks like the game is on ESPN2 for those of you viewing at home until that tennis match finishes up. So a good look at Dodger Stadium, baseball mecca. Ladies and gentlemen, hashtag baseball mecca. Looks a little cloudy there, maybe some smoke clouds as well. Landon, it looks what I've seen is that Gratterall is going to start, but they don't expect him to go long. It's going to be a pitching by committee type deal where they change him in and out quite a bit today. Imagine it all depends on how he does, just like any other pitcher. 16 berserkers up in the chat. This is how I like it. This is how I like it. A live look at Bellinger on first base there. They're talking about how the Padres are coming on strong, ladies and gentlemen. And that's where the Dodgers go tomorrow, is to Petco in San Diego. So it looks like we're about to get this thing going. Gratterall on the mound, 0-2 record, 3.24 ERA. He's got 8 Ks and 2 base on balls. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss by Springer. That puts Springer in an 0-1 count, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the next pitch. Fouled. A weak foul down the third base side. And it's no balls, 2 strikes to Springer. Here to start this deal off. Gratterall appears to shop at the same shops that Mookie Betts shops at. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Anyway, he's got a big gold chain, just like Mookie. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. And Mr. Springer gets to take a seat over there because he just struck out to start this ball game. And the cardboard people in the stands go wild. Ash says hopefully Bellinger and Muncy get to their 2019 self before the playoffs. I agree with you there. Jorge thinks Brady's done in Tampa. Next pitch, right downtown, bang. Right downtown, bang to Bergman. He starts off in an 0-1 hole. Hey, our first look on TV2 at the Rams' new helmets. Those are kind of snazzy. Next pitch to Bergman, another strike. So Bergman now is in an 0-2 hole. I say his name wrong all the time. It's Bregman. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. And Bregman has to take a seat over there. He's number 48 on the Dodgers. This young Gratterall is striking fools out to start off this game. Gratterall has 31 100-mile-per-hour pitches this season. That's the most in the major leagues. Interesting. Next pitch on the way. Right over the plate for a called strike. This kid's dealing. The batter now is Brantley, the left fielder for the Astros. 306 batting average, 4 home runs on the season. Next pitch. Inside for a called ball. That makes it 1-1. 1-1 to Brantley. And he readies for the 1-1 pitch. He hits it in the gap between third and short for a base hit. Base hit for the Astros. A 2-out base hit. Just kind of turned on it and hit it right where they weren't. General Savage checks in and says, "Let's go, Dodgers, let's go." All right, that's going to bring up Correa, the shortstop for the Astros. Runner on first now. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Pitch on the way, fouled hard, right field side. Correa hitting .285 on the season. So he is not an easy out. Next pitch, fouled back behind the plate. So far, Landon. Yep. So far, my man. All right, so no balls, 2 strikes, and a swing and a miss for the 3rd strikeout of the inning for this young Dodger pitcher. And the Dodgers are out of the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 1st. Greinke taking the mound for the Astros. I don't know, Landon. He might be pretty quick. He might be pretty quick, but he might not, because apparently Roberts wasn't too upset with old Jansen last night. Savage putting up the 3 claps for 3 Ks. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. On TV2, they're doing the Sunday Night Football intro. I don't think anyone wants to see Jansen tonight, or tomorrow night, or the night after, probably. Or the night after. Oh, we forgot to bring in our special guest today, ladies and gentlemen. We forgot to bring in our special guest for this 2-game series, Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly, welcome to the telecast. Please make sure to let the Astros know that you're here. Thanks for joining us for the 2nd night in a row. I know you're really busy. Or the night after that, correct. Dave Roberts' record as a Dodger manager, 425 and 270. All right, so as I mentioned, Betts leading off for the Dodgers. Seager, Pollock, Muncy, Smith, Bellinger, Taylor, Peterson, Hernandez. General Savage was happy to see Joe show up on the telecast. And Julian says he's here for a bit. Ash says Jansen shouldn't even have pitched against the Astros. They own him. And Greinke takes the field with Betts in the box for the Dodgers. And here we go. First pitch to Betts. A swing and a miss. 87-mile-an-hour breaking ball to the Dodgers slugger. Mookie hitting .302 on the season with 14 dingers and 33 RBIs. And the 0-1 pitch, down low for a called strike. It was real low for a called strike. Damian checks in, says, let's go Astros. Let's not. 17 berserkers up in the chat. Betts makes contact, hits it to the shortstop, who turns around on a tough play, makes a nice throw to first for the first out of the inning. First out for the Astros. Really a nice play by the Astros shortstop there. Very athletic. Fields the ball, does a complete 360 and guns him out at first. So here we go. Corey Seager up. The first pitch to him is a ball outside. Corey hitting .319 on the season with 12 home runs and 33 RBIs. Next pitch to him. The same spot. So it's 2 balls, no strikes to Seager with nobody on here in the bottom of the first. Greinke, the former Dodger, looks ready to deal the 2-0. Seager hits it, first base side, fielded by the first baseman. He touches the bag, and that's 2 outs. 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. King Yellowman says I should be saying Astros or Trastros every time. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of put the asterisks up there. All right, so it's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And that's going to bring up Pollock, A.J. LMNO, Pollock for the Dodgers. Next pitch, inside for a ball. Inside for a ball to Pollock, and he starts off 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. The next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss by Pollock. Greinke looks confident. Looks really confident up there. Just kind of standing there on the mound like, get your butt in the box. Let me throw another pitch. Here we go, the 1-1. Hit hard. Left field. And it's gone into the Dodger bullpen for a home run. And the Dodgers lead 1-0 here in the top of the first. And we got our first appearance from Bobblehead Bobby. He's shook. He's shook as the Dodgers get to Greinke here in the bottom of the first and take a lead 1-0. 19 Berserkers up in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk as Thor's Army continues to grow. All right, next pitch. This is Muncy for the Dodgers. First pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Muncy. Muncy hitting 194 on the season, 10 home runs, 21 RBIs. Next pitch right over the plate for a called strike. Makes the count 1-1 to Muncy. 1-1 to Muncy, ladies and gentlemen. The 1-1 pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, ladies and gentlemen. The Astros have the shift on to the first base side. Next pitch is outside to Muncy. That makes the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. And the Trastros are out of the inning after giving up 1 run on a bomb. We head to the second. We head to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. Curtis says 194. Come on, Muncy. Guys, I'm going to hit the Thor's Army thing again because I didn't hear it play last time. I still don't hear it playing. Apparently you could hear it, but I can't. So I've got that same issue again that I had before. Same issue that I had before. I won't make you listen to it again, because I'm sure it's annoying. "22 Berserkers up in the chat here tonight. 22 as the Dodgers lead 1-0 headed to the second. Yeah, King Yellowman, I don't know. Them two are really having a tough time. You know it's official when they kick Bellinger out of that cleanup spot. He doesn't look confident at all up there. Doesn't look confident at all. So 24 berserkers up in the chat. Let me test this widget right here. Hey, I just subscribed. What a nice guy I am. Damien says, honestly, this is our year, so good luck. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I hope you're right. I think we better get through San Diego tomorrow. So I'm looking at TV2 at this Rams-Cowboys game, and everybody just drug the Rams for their new uniforms. And I think they look pretty tight, especially that helmet. All right, so as we mentioned, the Dodgers are going to go through like pitchers left and right tonight, and they're bringing in Josh Sports. Josh Sports, 1 game, 1 inning, 1 K. So interesting. So this guy, Sports, gets ready to deal. His first pitch. Maldonado squares the bunt, then changes his mind, so it's a called ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Maldonado. He's the catcher for the Astros. Sports gets ready to deal. Outside for another ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Sports a right-hander, and the pitch is on the way. Fouled, third base side. Chicago Plays says, how's the stream going? It's going good, my man. We got 20 berserkers up in the chat, and you just visited. Savage says he likes the Rams' new uniforms, too. Bonus coverage here on Dodgers Game Day Live. TV2 has the Cowboys-Rams game. Next pitch from Sports. Ooh, inside for another called ball. That'll make it 3 balls, 1 strikes to Maldonado, the Astros catcher. The color looks a lot brighter too on their helmets, guys. I mean, the whole color scheme looks different. Anyway, Sports walks this guy. Sports enters the game with his 1K. And now he's got 1K and 1 walk. "22 berserkers up in the chat. Okay, Chicago, I'll check that out here after the stream here. Next pitch, inside for a called strike. Let's go, Sports. Be legit. Wearing that 76. 76 on the crisp white Dodger uniform, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It's a bouncing ball to the shortstop who's covering the second base side, and he throws out the runner at first. So they avoided the double play so that Maldonado stands on second. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. They did not get the double play there. And the Houston Astros have a runner on second here in scoring position. Everyone telling me what I should be calling the Houston team. I love it. First pitch from Sports to this guy. Straw is a strike, so it's an 0-1 count to Straw, the center fielder for the Astros today. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, it's outside for a ball. Outside and low for a ball. King Yellowman still pushing Trastros. And DV checks in and says, wrong chat. Welcome to the channel. All right, so here we go. The 1-1, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Miles Straw hitting 246 on the season. All right, next pitch, down low and outside for a called ball. A little bouncer. Elijah asks if he can be a mod. One day you could be a mod, Elijah. You never know. One day the mod gods could look down upon you and anoint you with the title of Valhalla Sports Talk mod, but we never know when that happens. Curtis says duck him, whatever I call him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch, hit hard, second base side, fielded, thrown over to first, and the Dodgers are out of the inning without any pain. So our new dude Shorts did okay, got out of the run, no runs given up. 20 berserkers up in the chat. 20 berserkers up in the chat. We ask you folks, if you have not, please hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like. Turn on bell notifications so you can know when we're coming online with this action here on Valhalla Sports Talk. General Savage throwing up the claps. Correct, and share the stream if you're so inclined. Get some more Dodger fanatics up in here as we head towards the postseason, hopefully. Ain't that right, Joe? Yeah. Joe doesn't talk much, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't talk much, but it's been nice having him here for this 2-game series. It's been nice having him for this 2-gamer. And we are at 440, ladies and gentlemen, on the subscriber count. 440. Can we hit 450 today? 450 today. My goal of 500 by the end of the month. It's going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. We're already almost halfway through this month. And we're sitting at 340 right now. And Will Smith, getting jiggy with it, steps up to the plate for your Los Angeles Dodgers. Batting right-handed. .292 batting average, 6 home runs, and 15 RBIs. And here we go. First pitch inside for a called strike. Actually, that was right over the plate. Right over the plate. Greinke talking to the umpire. Everybody's afraid of Greinke because he's a little weird. Next pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. 60 more, Jorge says. That's correct, my man. 60 more. Here we go. Down low for a called ball. That'll make it 2 balls, 1 strike to the Fresh Prince of Chavez Ravine. The Astros playing straight away on defense. Next pitch, Smith hits a dribbler to the mound, fielded by Greinke, who turns and throws it to first for the first out. Correct. Dallas 0, Rams 7, 10-17 remaining in the first quarter. 17 Berserkers up in the chat. Dodgers Game Day Live. It's in full effect with Cody Big Stick Bellinger stepping to the plate for the Dodgers, batting left-handed. Greinke gets ready to deliver. Outside and low for a ball, called ball, on a 90-mile-an-hour. Probably a curveball there, I'm guessing. .212 batting average, 10 home runs, 22 RBIs for Bellinger on the season. Just staying above that 200 number. And the 1-0 pitch outside over the plate for a called strike. One ball, 1 strike to Bellinger as Greinke prepares to deliver. Pitch on the way. Hit right up the middle, a little slow ground ball that gets past the second baseman and into left center, and Bellinger stands on first. And the digital crowd goes wild at Chavez Ravine. So the Dodgers are in business like Coca-Cola with a runner on and 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And that brings up JT3, Justin Taylor. Or Chris Taylor, excuse me. A bunt laid down, third base side. Greinke tries to field it, and nobody makes a throw, and both Dodgers are safe. A bunt single for Taylor. The Dodgers have runners on first and second here in the bottom of the second with 1 out. All right, guys, they're telling us to switch over to ESPN now. So we're switching over to ESPN as Jock Peterson comes to plate for your Dodgers. And there we go. We made the move safely, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody remain calm. We time traveled from one channel to the other, and I hope everybody's okay. 21 Berserkers up in the chat. Welcome. All right, so Greinke gets ready to deliver to Jock Peterson. Jock hits a ground ball to the first baseman, who pivots, throws over to second, and they come back to the first. And the nice double play by the Astros, even though I think he was safe at first. And they're going to look at this. But it's hit pretty hard to the first baseman, who pivots, throws it to the second baseman on second, and then back to first to try to get the double play. And the Dodgers are on the phone talking to their people up in the booth, saying, did he get him or didn't he? Let's see. Taylor obviously is out. Yeah, he's out at first too, I think. Greinke covering the bag at first. That ain't going to change. That ain't going to change, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we're headed to the third already. Headed to the third, ladies and gentlemen. ESPN thought it was so obvious they didn't wait for the umpires to make the call. They just went to commercial. Just went right to a commercial. Boom, 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 boom. So in a commercial break here before the third inning. Taking a peek over at TV2 here. Are the Rams about to score again? No, Jorge, the Vikings didn't have any fans in the stands. Vikes did not have any fans in the stands. So there's a flag here on the Cowboys as the Rams are looking to score again, already up 7-0 with 8:15 remaining in the first quarter. Bonus coverage only available here on Valhalla Sports Talk and Dodgers Game Day Live. Harley Clark checks in, pledges his allegiance to the Giants, and then says, let's go. Does anyone want to tell him we're not playing the Giants today? Nobody tell him. Maybe he'll hang out. Ooh, violent collision on the end there. All right, next pitch. Victor Gonzalez, the pitcher now for the Dodgers, as they continue to rotate pitchers every inning so far. Victor Gonzalez, 1.29 ERA. He's facing Jack Mayfield, who's hitting 200 on the season, batting right. He's down 0-1. Next pitch. Low and inside for a ball. That'll even the count at 1-1. Gonzalez pitched 9 games, 14 innings, 15 Ks, 2 base on balls. And here we go, the 1-1 from Gonzalez, the lefty. Hit hard, left field, foul. Man, that almost got up into like the third level of Dodger Stadium there. All right, so Gonzalez gets ready to deliver. Victor Gonzalez, Tishy. Next pitch. Hit up the middle. Fielded by the second baseman, Taylor. Thrown over to Bellinger for an out. So 1 out here in the top of the third, ladies and gentlemen. About 20. About 20 folks. 20 berserkers up in the chat. Haley says Dodgers for life. We just converted. All right, 1 out, top of the third. Who's this hitter? Pitches inside for a called strike. This is Springer at the plate for the Astros. Springer at the plate for the Astros as the Dodgers get ready in the field. Next pitch from Gonzalez. A bouncing ball to Corey Seager at short. He scoops it up, throws it over to Belly for the out. Just like practice, ladies and gentlemen. Just like you're at practice in Little League. The coach is hitting grounders. That's going to bring up Bregman for the Astros. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Harley says I am his or her favorite YouTuber. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Next pitch. Down low, catches the corner for a called strike. Bregman kicks his cleats in the dirt, hits him with his bat. He's angry. 248 on the season for Bregman with 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. Life is hard when you can't hear the trash cans. Ain't that right, Joe? Next pitch on the way. Down low in the dirt for a ball. Down low for a ball. All right, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Bregman. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Next pitch from Gonzalez down low in the dirt for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strikes to Bregman. Roscoe checks in, says 2 outs. That's correct. 2 outs here in the top of the third. 18 berserkers up in the chat. Next pitch. Low and outside for a ball. So it started off good for this guy, but Gonzalez now has a 3-1 count on Bregman. Don't be like last night where we let them keep getting going with 2 outs in an inning. Next pitch. Bregman hits it hard left field. It's going to get down and bounce into the stands for a ground rule double. So flashbacks to last night, ladies and gentlemen, as the Astros make something happen with 2 outs in an inning and get a double. And Bregman's in scoring position now. And he's the tying run, standing on second. Curtis and King going after Bregman in the chat. Next pitch, down low in the dirt. Smith can't corral it. Bregman's running. He's at third. And so Bregman advances to third on a pass ball, or one that Will Smith couldn't corral from Gonzalez. 23 berserkers. That's the high for today up in the chat as Thor's army continues to grow. That's going to bring up Brantley, the left fielder for the Astros here. Bregman now standing on third with 2 outs. First pitch, a little dribbler to the second baseman, Taylor, who fields it and throws it over to Bellinger for the 3rd out, and the Dodgers are out of the inning. And to the bottom of the 3rd we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers leading 1-0, and I'm going to take a little break. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Callum Jackson checks in. What's up? How you doing, Callum? Curtis Conrad professes his love for Thor. Thor has the magic, Curtis. What can I say? What can I say? Roscoe asks who won the game last night. He didn't finish the game. They didn't finish the game last night. They called it in like the the sixth inning and delayed it. No, the Astros won last night, man. The Astros won last night. They got the dub. They rocked Kenley Jansen. All right, here we go. Kike, Speedy Gonzalez Hernandez up for the Dodgers. Underlay. Yeehaw. First pitch from Greinke. A high fly to right center field. Center fielder gets under it and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. First out of the inning. That's going to bring up Mookie. Do the right thing bets for your Los Angeles Dodgers. $25 Berserkers up in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Help my little channel grow. Thor coming over to lay down here. I think he's caused enough trouble. So he'll take his little before bedtime nap. Next ball is hit high to left field and caught for the second out of the inning. So Betts flies out to left field on the first pitch. Flies out to left on the first pitch. Dodgers are lucky they got that run early because they haven't done nothing since. And that's going to bring up Corey, Rookie of the Year, Seager, ladies and gentlemen. First pitch to Seager. Outside, right on the corner of the plate for a called strike. Beautiful pitch by Greinke. What if the Dodgers still had Greinke, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think we'd be in this position where we're just pitching random guys every inning. Next pitch, up high for a ball to Seager. Seager 317 on the season, 12 home runs and 33 RBIs. Mookie sitting in the dugout like, dang, that was a crappy at bat. Scratches his nose, says maybe I'll try better next time. Next pitch on the way. Outside. The umpire calls a strike. That thing was way outside. Seager didn't agree either. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Dodgers shortstop as they show a picture of the Dodgers' last championship in 1988. A swing and a miss by Seager, and the Dodgers go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third. And to the fourth we go. Correa, Reddick, Maldonado coming up for the Astros. We go to commercial. Ladies and gentlemen. Jorge asked me, do I like soccer, football? I do like soccer a lot. I don't think I watch that much of it. I almost always watch if the U.S. national team is playing, both the women and the men. But as far as like watching regular Bundesliga action from over there, or the like Real Madrid and those guys, I don't really watch that much. Mostly because it happens during like the NASCAR races, and I tend to watch NASCAR a lot of Sundays. So in a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. 17 likes on the video already. I thank everybody that took the time to do that tonight. Like I said, we picked up a couple subscribers, so I thank you folks as well. Thank you folks as well. Our drive to get to 500 by the end of this month. Can't get to 500 if you don't get to 450 first, ladies and gentlemen. That's how this math deal works. 27 berserkers up in the chat as Thor's army continues to grow. Bobby checks in, says, I see Joe's back. Yeah, Joe decided to come hang out with us again tonight, Bobby. And Jorge watching the Rams game. I don't know what's going on there. They're in commercial over there as well. So they come back from commercials. They show a shot of the new area in the outfield for the Dodgers, that whole new area that they rebuilt over the offseason that has no fans in it. How much money was spent in Los Angeles on stadiums and improvements to stadiums that nobody's getting to enjoy thanks to COVID-19? Next pitch over the plate for a called strike. The pitcher hasn't updated yet. I think the Dodgers have a new pitcher in there. Nope, Gonzalez still in there pitching for the Dodgers. Carlos Correa is the batter. Next pitch, Correa hits it to the shortstop Seager, who fields it cleanly, throws over to first for the first out of the inning. Curtis says, MLS still sucks, but World Cup soccer is good. I'll watch it like during the World Cup, Curtis. Yeah, I'll watch it then usually. And I'm old too, Curtis. I'm old right there with you. Jorge says the score is still 7-0 in the Rams-Cowboy game. All right, next batter for the Astros. First pitch over the plate on the outside for a called strike. This is Reddick. As they interview Dusty in the dugout for the Astros. That is crazy. I heard 5 actually, Bobby. 5 billion, but once you get past 1 billion, who cares? Next pitch on the outside for a called strike. So no balls, 2 strikes to Reddick. They're talking about like the air quality at Dodger Stadium right now because of the fires. Next pitch, hit hard, foul, right field side, into the orange seats. And into the cardboard people. That is crazy. Now they're interviewing Kike Hernandez in the outfield talking about the air quality. It looks really, I mean, not as bad as I've seen it. Some days they have smog worse than that, but it's looking pretty bad. Next pitch, fouled back behind the plate. This on-field interview thing, have they done this for a long time? Because it keeps tripping me out every time they do it. Mustache watch on Kike Hernandez. He appears to be growing back the stash, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, and down goes Reddick. How many strikeouts does this guy Gonzalez have? Yeah, they interviewed, I think it was Muncie last night, Bobby, and it went on for like, it had to be a straight 10 minutes. Next pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss by Maldonado, and he's in an 0-1 hole. So no balls, 1 strike to Maldonado. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Dodgers lead 1-0. Gonzalez prepares to deliver, throws it outside, down low for a called ball to the right-handed hitter, Maldonado. Ooh, there we go. CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys. First pick of one of my fantasy teams. Nobody cares about your fantasy team. But yes, he's a fighting emoji, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch, down low in the dirt for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Maldonado. Next pitch, over the plate for a called strike. Hernandez playing the outfield tells the Fox crew that he's bored out in the outfield all the time. Curtis says that the smoke is so bad that the fire builds up on the smoke from the fires builds up on his cell phone if he's outdoors for too long. Next pitch, check swing in the dirt. Tags him, and the Dodgers are out of the inning. Dodgers are out of the inning, ladies and gentlemen, and we head to the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers leading 1-0. Quinny checks in. What's up, Quinny? So, Curtis, you're up in the Bay Area, I see. I think it's even worse up there than it is in Los Angeles, isn't it? The whole western part of the United States is on fire, is what I've heard. That's what I've heard. And looks like the Cowboys are going to tie this thing in. Big Zeke just scored a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Bonus coverage. Jorge comes in to let us know. Jorge comes to let us know what's up. Boom, 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 boom. So Chicago Plays checked in the chat and said he messaged me something on Twitter, and I don't see it. Oh, I see. Oops. I disappeared, but I found myself, so everything's okay. Nobody panic. Next pitch from Greinke to Pollock. The strike, called strike over the plate. No balls, 1 strike to Pollock here in the bottom of the 4th. And now it's Carlos Correa of the Astros' turn to take an interview on the field. Next pitch down low over the plate. Pollock gets into an no ball, 2 strike hole. No balls, 2 strikes to AJ Elemento Pollock. Next pitch down low in the dirt for a ball. Yeah, that's correct, Curtis. The whole West Coast. And I think even like Utah and Nevada, all of them. Like almost everything west of the Mississippi. Greinke's still in there for the Astros. Next pitch to Pollock, down low and outside for another ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes as the count evens up. Canada 2, Yellowman? I didn't know that. Makes sense, though. Two balls, 2 strikes to Pollock. Bottom of the 4th, no outs. Dodgers lead 1-0. 25 Berserkers up in the chat. Next pitch. Pollock hits a bouncing ball to the third baseman. He fields it on the run, throws it to first, and they get him for the first out of the inning. Bregman, the third baseman, made the play there. 31 Berserkers up in the chat as Valhalla Sports Talk's crew begins to show up. I messed that up. But irregardless, Thor's army continues to grow. The Astros have the shift on to the first base side. Only the third baseman remains on the left side of the infield, and he's playing in for the bunt. Max Muncy hits a straight back to the pitcher, and he's out too. He's out too, so it's 2 outs now in a game that's just flying by. Curtis says Greinke was a good Dodger. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. All right, Will Smith up for the Dodgers. 2 outs already here in the bottom of the 4th. Can Smith get something going, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Next pitch. Inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Will Smith. Next pitch. Smith hits a high fly ball. Kind of right center field, and the right fielder gets underneath it and makes the catch. And we are headed to the 5th, ladies and gentlemen. Headed to the 5th, but not before a commercial break. Bobby anticipating the 6th inning stretch. King Yellowman says there's currently 25 wildfires in British Columbia. That's nuts. Getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Guys, I'm going to take a little break. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I am back in time. They're showing some folks way up in the hills at Dodger Stadium there watching this game. It reminds me of Rattlesnake Hill in Phoenix during the NASCAR races. All right, so the Dodgers switch pitchers again. They bring in Jake McGee. 18 games, ERA 3, 24 strikeouts, and 3 base on balls. Looks like he's the first batter he's going to face is Toro, the first baseman for the Astros. And he's got him in an 0-1 hole already. No balls, 1 strike to Toro. Next pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, and Toro is in an 0-2 hole. All right, next pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, so he gets struck out. He has to take a seat over there as McGee gets his first victim of the night. So 1 out here in the top of the 5th. The TV crew continues to interview Correa, who's in the dugout now. Is that this guy's nickname, Yellowman? The Bull? Mr. McGee? Looks like a big old country boy. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. This is Straw, the center fielder, up for the Astros. And he's in an 0-1 hole, like the fellow before him. McGee gets ready to deliver. Swing, fouled back behind the plate. First base side. First base side. Someone got some big bass in my neighborhood in their car. It's making my whole house shake. No balls, 2 strikes to the Astros batter, down low in the dirt for a called ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McGee. Excuse me, to Straw. McGee is dealing. El Toro, the Bull. El Toro. Here we go, next pitch. Fouled, first base side, out of play. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Miles Straw, who's hitting .242 on the season. One ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Swing. It's hit a dribbler down the first base line. Foul. Went foul just before the bag. Just before the bag, ladies and gentlemen. 27 berserkers in the chat as I realize I'm looking at the wrong screen. Joe, how you doing over there, man? Everything going okay? Right on. All right, so the count's 1-2 to Straw. McGee, the left-hander, set to deliver. Next pitch on the way. Outside and high for a ball. That evens the count at 2-2. Thanks, Jorge. I do have a nice dog. That was Thor when he was a puppy dog. Just a little puppy. I don't know if I can get him to sit still for a picture nowadays. All right, this ball is hit right field line, right to Mookie Betts, who fields it on the fly for the out. And the Dodgers have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, ladies and gentlemen. Still leading 1-0, 1-0. Yeah, Jorge, Thor was a dog I waited 3 years for. A friend of mine in Phoenix had a couple dogs, and I said, when you breed them, I want one of them puppies. And out came Thor on Facebook Live. I watched him being born. I said, I want the 10th puppy that comes out. And Thor was number 10. All right, 0-1 count to the next batter. Is this Mayfield? Yeah, Jack Mayfield at bat for the Astros. 194 on the season, no home runs. Savage booing Dusty. The ball's hit to right field. Mookie coming in, calls everybody off and makes the catch, and the Dodgers are out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for the Dodgers. And at least for now, this whole switching a pitcher every inning or so is working for the Dodgers. 28 berserkers in the chat as Thor's army continues to grow. Bailey checks into the stream, says, "What's up, Valhalla? What's up with you, Bailey?" Jorge Gomez says, "For a real puppy, yeah, that's good." And Savage is saying Dusty should have been fined for yelling at Joe Kelly. What do you think about that, Joe? What do you think? You know, it's been nice having Joe Kelly as a guest here on the set, but he doesn't talk much. Never answers my questions. Just sits over there making that face at the Astros. Anyway, he comes off suspension tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll probably see him in that San Diego series. Abdivert checks in, says, hey, man, what's going on? What is going on? No beer tonight, Jorge. I drank some during the Viking game, and then I took a nap. Once the party stops, it stops. Ash checks in, says, maybe Bellinger and Muncy are keeping their magic for the playoffs. I hope so. So Alex Gonzalez says, hola, que tal to you, Alex Gonzalez. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing some new names in the chat. Hit the subscribe button. Give me a like on my video. Turn on bell notifications if you want to be notified when we are going online. Abdivert says his cat ran away. I am sad now. I'm not much of a cat guy, Abdivert, but don't they usually come back? Don't cats usually come back? Because they like to poop in the same box or something. Next pitch from Greinke. It's a called strike over the plate. This is Bellinger. Cody, big stick Bellinger at the plate for the Dodgers. We need to get some runs here. Next pitch on the way. Bellinger fouls it back behind the plate. Correct, Alex. I agree. Bailey, we're all trying to watch the Dodgers and Rams. I got the Dodgers on TV 1, the Rams on TV 2. 10-7. Rams lead with 7:44 remaining in the second quarter. Oh, your dad doesn't want the cat to come back in. Yeah, that's a problem. Jorge says he has 4 cats and a dog. Full house. So the next pitch to Bellinger, I missed it, but it's showing a 1-2 count to him now. Next pitch. Bellinger reaches out for it, sits a slow tapper to the third base side, and he's going to get to first base easy as the Astros head the shift on and pay for it. The Astros head the shift to the right, or the first base side, and Bellinger barely got a hold of that ball, and it just dribbles to the third base side, and he gets a stand-up single. Do I have a mod in the chat? Let's go ahead and ban Augustin Rivas. Any of my mods, Augustin Rivas, go ahead and get that ban hammer and send him packing. Thinks he's funny. thinks he's funny, ladies and gentlemen. If my mods don't get him first, I'm about to get him. There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, little trolly trolls. Yeah, he's been really quiet, Bailey. I can't get him to say a word. He just sits over there making that face at the Astros. So here we go. Bellinger on first. Let's reset the table. Bellinger on first here. No outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Dodgers lead 1-0, and that's going to bring up Chris CT3 Taylor to the plate, who's already in a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch on the way. Taylor checks swing, blooper to right field. It gets in fair. Bellinger on his horse, rounding second, gets into third, standing up, and Taylor is into second with a stand-up double. Let's go. Let's go. Dodgers have runners on second and third. Second and third. He tried, Bobby. He tried. They got me once. They won't get me twice. Or at least I hope they don't. Jorge Gomez calls for the big stick, ladies and gentlemen. The big stick is activated. Big stick activated, ladies and gentlemen, here in the bottom of the fifth as the Dodgers got runners on second and third. And I think that's Jock Pop. Jock Pop at the plate for the Dodgers, a called strike. Jock is 0 for 1 on the night. Sounds like he just celebrated the birth of a child. He's hitting 190 on the season with 6 home runs. Alex says, show them suckers what's up. Next pitch, called strike. So Jock's in a no-ball, 2-strike hole here as we try to summon the magic of the big stick, ladies and gentlemen. "24 viewers up in the chat. Let's go Dodgers, Jorge Gomez says. Bailey says Jock Pop is back. Let's see if he's back, Bailey. Let's see him hit a Jock Pop out of the stadium. Let's go. King Yellowman says Jock is struggling as well. He just used different words than I did. Let's go, Dodgers. Come on, let's make Greinke look like he's about to puke. All right, next pitch. Down low and outside for a ball. Come on, Jock. Kevin One checks in, says he loves that Joe Kelly is visiting the set today. And Abdivert says he loves the big stick. He loves it when the big stick makes an appearance on the stream. 25 berserkers up in the chat as we start to get hyped as the Dodgers try to extend their lead. Next pitch, way up high. Some kind of weird moon ball from Greinke. Pitch speed 52 miles an hour as he tries to get Jock fooled. That was a knuckler, I think. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jock Peterson. 2 men on. Second and third for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the fifth. Dodgers lead 1-0. Here we go. Next pitch. Jock hits a grounder to the second base side. Second baseman fields it cleanly, throws to first for an out. The runners stay at second and third. Bellinger says, you didn't get me, man. I know you thought you were gonna. So Jock has to go take a seat over there because he didn't use the magic of the big stick during his at-bat. And that's going to bring up Kike Underlay, Hija Hernandez for the Dodgers. Hernandez batting right, ladies and gentlemen. Greinke gets ready to deliver. Next pitch, down low in the dirt, a bouncer. The catcher fights it to keep it in front of him. Does a good job. Abdenvert says he's going to get his cat. Be back later. Good luck, my man. Good luck. Find your cat and come back. Jorge says we have to capitalize on this opportunity. I agree, Jorge. Here we go. Big stick time, ladies and gentlemen. Big stick. Next pitch. Hit hard in the gap between third and second. Bellinger's going to score. Here comes the play at the plate for Taylor. Taylor's in safe too on a weird-looking slide. But he's in safe, and Hernandez standing at first after he just gets 2 ribbies to put the Dodgers up 3-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Greinke gets that look that he gets, where it looks like he could throw up at any second. The magic of the big stick, ladies and gentlemen. Kike, says Jorge. Kike Hernandez, underlay, hee-haw. 3-0, says Kevin. That's correct. 3-0. Who's up now? That's going to bring up Mookie. Do the right thing bets for your Los Angeles Dodgers. 298 on the season, 14 home runs, 33 RBIs, batting right-handed and ready to deliver. Right downtown, bang, called strike. Someone call Mookie Betts and tell him that the big stick is activated, please. Thank you. Big stick activated, ladies and gentlemen, for Mookie Betts. Kike Hernandez on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers lead 3-0. Next pitch, fouled back behind the plate. MVP Mookie, says King Yellowman. 28 berserkers in the chat. Is that our high, ladies and gentlemen? I think it is. Can we hit 30? Can we hit 40? Can we hit 50? Can our subscriber count go up? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know, ladies and gentlemen. The big stick still activated here in the bottom of the 5th. As the Dodgers have put 2 more runs on the board. They try to get Kike over at first, but he's too fast. Don't they know? He's Speedy Gonzalez. Underlay. Yeah. It didn't get high at all, Yellowman. I think maybe I got to 10, maybe 12. It was pretty sad. Next pitch, hit hard, right center field, back to the wall goes the fielder, and it's out of here! Home run, Mookie Betts! Home run, Mookie Betts, and the Dodgers are now up 5-0. Bobblehead Bobby is shook, ladies and gentlemen. He's shook. Curtis checks in. Says he missed the end of last night's game. He says Mookie. Bailey Flowers is loving that Mookie home run. And King Yellowman starts the MVP chants up in the chat. MVP. Corey Seager up for the Dodgers. Next pitch. Down low in the dirt. Down low in the dirt, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I have some mints. Springer tried to track down that home run by Betts, but it just went over his glove and into the stands. I feel horrible for him. Not. Joe, do you feel bad for him? Joe. Joe. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Seager. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Dodgers shortstop. Curtis says no BS from these Dodgers today. And Alex Gonzalez is mimicking the Arriba Vamos Doyers. I like it. The big stick was in effect. I actually put it away. Ladies and gentlemen. You can't just leave it out there activated. It's dangerous. So we put it away. Let it regain some of that magic, you know. See what Seager can do. A swing and a miss by Seager. That makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. That pitch was 59 miles an hour. Greinke up there throwing up weird stuff. Next pitch to Seager. The ball. That makes it 3 balls, no strikes to the Dodgers shortstop. 3 balls, 2 strikes. What is that, chat? Hashtag in the chat. Full count. Full count. Here we go. Next pitch. Seager hits it hard. Right field. Fair ball into the corner, and it bounds up into the stands for a ground rule double. Ground rule double for the Dodgers' leading hitter. He roped that. Absolutely roped. Bailey says, please don't blow it. I agree. General Savage says the fires are so bad here that when you hear a helicopter, he packs up his car. Yeah, we went through that here, Savage, a few years back. I can't remember, probably about 8, 9 years ago now, where the whole mountain right next to us was on fire, and we went through that for like 4 or 5 days. It was crazy. Bailey Flowers gives us an update on the game. He says, or she says, 13-7 Rams. All right, they're out talking to Greinke here. They're out talking to Greinke. So let's reset the table. Seager stands on second base. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, and the Dodgers now lead 5-0. 30. We hit the 30 number of berserkers in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talks, Dodgers Game Day Live. At the plate for the Dodgers, A.J. Pollock. Batting right-handed and trying to add on to this lead as Seager stands in scoring position. Pollock's already got a dinger on the night. And he hits this one hard and high. Left field. It's just a high fly ball to the left fielder for the 2nd out of the inning. It was one of them golf shots. Yeah, that's right, Packers Nation. They whooped it bad. I mean, a lot of that's a byproduct of, you know, brand new corners. No preseason, but we'll see. We get to play you again. Max Muncy at the plate for the Dodgers, a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss as the Astros try to get out of this inning without giving up any more pain. Muncy gets ready for the 0-1 pitch. And it's on the way. Called. Strike. No balls. 2 strikes to Muncy here. Jorge asks how the game went with the Vikings for viewing. We didn't get many views, man. Vikings Nation did not do me right. We don't have a new cornerback, Packer Nation. We have 4 new cornerbacks. Muncy chases that next pitch, and Houston gets out of the inning, but not before the Dodgers go up 5-0. And we head to the 6th inning, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the 6th inning with 32 berserkers up in the channel as Thor's army continues to grow. So this game kind of flying by, ladies and gentlemen. Jorge says next week's going to be better. Thanks, man. King Yellowman says Muncy is having a hard time, right? Yep, I agree. He's still mad at the Astros. So is Joe Kelly. Have you met him, King Yellowman? He's right over here. He's kind of chilling with us for the 2nd night in a row. 2nd night in a row that he's visited us here on the set of Dodgers Game Day Live. Where else can you go on YouTube and get stars like this to guest on streams? Only here. Only here, ladies and gentlemen. Only here. That's why we need some more subscribers. We need some more likes. Hashtag Joe Kelly up in the chat. Free Joe Kelly. I agree. I think he gets out of jail tomorrow. Quick check in my fantasy football teams. Nobody cares about your fantasy football team. The fighting emojis are getting their butts kicked. 180 to 139. And the world famous and 3-time champion Horny Beavers are winning 111 to 66. No, 125 to 65. 125 to 65. So I could go 1-1 on the week. All right, so they're going to interview Justin Turner next from the dugout. He says he's getting better. He's getting closer and closer. First pitch on the way. A bouncer that goes all the way to the backstop. Dodgers got yet another pitcher in there. Dillian Florio, 1.42 ERA, pitching to Springer, who's already in a count of 1 ball and 0 strikes. All right, the 1-0 pitch on the way from the right-hander. A swing and a miss, a mighty swing and a miss by Springer. They showed JT like during warm-ups today, and he don't look like he's close to coming back to me. He's running like an old man, like me. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Mighty swing and a miss. Springer tried to hit that thing to the beach. Mookie Betts out in right field, though, does not look impressed at all. Next pitch from Florio. It's hit hard, center field, back to the wall, and Springer has a solo shot here, ladies and gentlemen. Hits it over the wall for a 1-run shot. And the Astros cut the lead 5-1. No doubt on that one. No doubt on that one. Xavier says, let's see if Dave has learned and will not put Kenley closing out the game. I agree. And Curtis says it sucks to get suspended for not even hitting a batter. And Curtis says duck. Henry, check it in. Says speedy right field. Next pitch. Outside over the plate for a called ball. Dak Prescott runs in for the Cowboys. Touchdown. Touchdown, Cowboys. Curtis says he talked shit too soon. And Bailey wonders if George Springer knows Jerry Springer. I would guess probably. I think Dak was down before the goal line. All right, so Bregman is the next hitter for the Astros. No outs here in the top of the sixth. First pitch from Florio. Hit right up the middle. And caught on the fly by the second baseman, JT3, for the first out of the top of the sixth. "22 viewers up in the chat. Next pitch for Florio is a ball. This is Michael Brantley up for the Astros here, and he's in an 0-1 hole. Florio gets ready to deliver. Next pitch, inside for a called ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brantley. Yep, they are, Jorge. They're going to look at that one, see if Dak's knee was down. All right, so this is hit to the second baseman. He throws over to first for the out. That's 2 outs now here in the top of the sixth. 5-1 Dodgers after Springer hit a home run to cut the lead to 4. Aldrin Sabayano checks in, says, who will win, sir? The Dodgers are going to win. The Dodgers are going to win, young man. Next pitch. Down low for a called strike. Down low for a called strike. This should be Correa, the shortstop, at the plate. Next pitch is a ball, bringing the count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Correa with 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. Next pitch, down low again for another ball. That makes it 2 balls, 1 strike to the Astros shortstop. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss by Correa. Now evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. It's like they took the touchdown off the board. Next pitch, down low in the dirt. Making a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Correa. Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the sixth. Dodgers lead 5-1. There he is. He struck him out, ladies and gentlemen. The Dodgers are out of the inning. The Dodgers are out of the inning, everybody. So that brings us to the middle of the sixth, does it not? We are in the middle of the sixth. So this is the time, ladies and gentlemen, that we like to, in the chat area, tell the Astros what you think about them, ladies and gentlemen. Tell them what you think about their team. Elliott in for the touchdown for the Cowboys. Vamos, Doyers. Touchdown, Trastros. Sweet. Thank Thor. Thank Thor. Duck the Astros. That's what I say. Duck them. So here we go. Cowboys try to take the lead here. Kick is up. It's good. And the Cowboys lead 14-13 with 17 seconds before the half. 17 seconds before the half, ladies and gentlemen. Tony P says, bring in Gatterall to close it tonight. Didn't he? He started tonight, dude. He can't come in to close it. He was the starter. 1 inning pitch, 1 hit given up, 3 strikeouts, no home runs. And the chat is letting everybody know what they think of these Astros. "19 viewers in the chat. What's going on? We got to 30, and then all of a sudden, it took a turn." Curtis says we need more runs because Jansen's still on the team. That's true. That is true. Nothing guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen. Henry checks in, says the Saints game was awesome. Brady getting beat was sweet. Alrighty, so Christian Javier in for the Dodgers to pitch. Will Smith at bat for the Dodgers. Javier, 37 Ks on the season with 16 base on balls. He's pitched 42 innings. And the first pitch to Will Smith is up high for a ball. It's going good, Chicago plays. It's going good. I read your message, man. I'll be getting back with you. All right, so the count is 1-1 to Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Chavez Ravine. And Javier gets ready to deliver the right-hander outside for a ball, making it 2 balls, 1 strike to the Dodgers catcher. Next pitch on the way. Popped up and out of play, first base side. So that evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Isaac checks in, says, hi, let's go Dodgers. Welcome to the channel, Isaac. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers lead 5-1. And the next pitch from Javier is hit by Smith, right field side and high. Right fielder running over as fast as he can, but he can't get there in time, and the ball is out of play. Springer tried to get over there, but he was probably short by about 5 feet. Hello again, Isaac. 25 Berserkers up in the chat. The 25 number, ladies and gentlemen. That's a quarter of 100. Let's take that ticker down there. Let's put up our social media. Scrolling across your screen is our various social media accounts. Give us a follow. Next pitch. Outside for a ball. That makes it a full count to Will Smith, ladies and gentlemen. 3 balls, 2 strike in the chat hashtag. Full count. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Smith hits it. A blooper into right field, and he's going to get a base hit. Base hit for Will Smith here, ladies and gentlemen. And the Dodgers are in business like Coors Light. 28 berserkers in the chat. The big 2-8. All right, at the bottom, we've got our little subscribe button scrolling. Please hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell for notifications. And give this video a like. Cody Big Stick Bellinger at the plate for the Dodgers. The throw is high and outside for a ball. For a ball, ladies and gentlemen. Bellinger tonight had a single in the 2nd and a single in the 5th. Next pitch, Bellinger, a mighty swing and a miss. He tried to hit that thing to Redondo Beach, ladies and gentlemen. He just looks discouraged to me. He wants to start hitting dingers again so bad. Taking the demotion from the cleanup spot personal. I like it. But will it work? Next pitch. He thought about it, but it's a called ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. They're saying that this drought right here for Bellinger's home run drought, extra base hits, it's the 2nd longest drought of his career. Isaac, the Dodger game is playing on ESPN. Swing and a miss by Bellinger. Yeah, Isaac, the game's on ESPN, the regular ESPN on cable TV. 29 berserkers in the chat. Bellinger taking some mighty swings up there, ladies and gentlemen. 2 balls, 2 strike to Bellinger. Runner on first. Fouls it back. Every time he swings, his batting helmet falls off. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th as the Dodgers try to latch onto their lead. Thank you, Isaac. 30 berserkers up in the chat. Here's the pitch. Bellinger gets punched out on a called strike on the outside of the plate. He doesn't agree with the umpire. The umpire says tough. Titty said the kitty, but the milk is sure good, and tells him to take a seat over there because you just struck out, son. You just struck out. That's 1 out for the Dodgers here in this inning. I don't know what it's going to take for Bellinger to find his confidence again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what it's going to take. All right, at the plate, the JT3, the first pitch is a ball up high and inside. Bellinger talking to Betts in the dugout, complaining about the strike zone. If the pitch is like that place in the strike zone, though, I don't know how you don't swing at it. All right, so 1 ball, 1 strike to JT3. The Dodgers now have a runner on second here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out, leading 5-1. Ian Clark checks in and says, hey to you. What's up, man? Come on, CT3. Next pitch. Hit high, right field side. What's going to get out of play? Going to get out of play. John Suarez checks in and says, go Astros. Let's not. Let's not. 25 berserkers up in the chat. All right, 1 ball, 2 strike to Taylor. Next pitch, a mighty swing and a miss by Taylor, and he strikes out. He has to take a seat over there with Bellinger, unfortunately. So Dodgers now have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th with a runner on second, and that's going to bring up Jock Pop. Jock Peterson, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the plate for your Los Angeles Dodgers. John says, have respect for the Astros. How about no? John, if you could see me, well, I guess you can, but I'm making that same face that Joe Kelly's make when I think of you and your comments. That's the face I'm making. Nah. Next pitch, fouled back. So Jock's in an 0-2 hole, ladies and gentlemen. No balls, 2 strikes to Peterson, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th with a runner on second. Dodgers lead 5-1. 5-1. Come on, Jock. Hit this thing to Burbank. 188 on the season, 6 home runs, 12 RBIs. He asked for time. 27 berserkers up in the chat. Next pitch outside for a ball. So Will Smith still standing on second base, ladies and gentlemen. Jock at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here. Let's see if we can get something going. Next pitch. Jock hits it hard, right field. Foul. Foul, but he hit that thing a ton. He hit that thing a ton. "27 berserkers in the chat. John Suarez comes in talking smack and then cries because he says he's 7. So just chill. We'll chill. Just quit whining about the Astros. 30 berserkers up in the chat. Next pitch, Peterson swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Javier been doing some work in that inning. All right, so we head to the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to take a little break. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I am back. Top of the 7th, 23 Berserkers in the chat. Guys, we're stuck at 341 on the subscriber count. You guys need to hype me up. Excuse me. You guys need to hype me up. Get me to 450 by the end of this game, or I'm taking tomorrow night off. You guys can watch the game without me. Swing and a miss. Bregman looks like is the batter. Wood is the pitcher for the Dodgers. Jansen. They showed Jansen in the dugout for the Dodgers. No! 441, King Yellowman. 441, we need 9. Next pitch from Wood. Outside for, they check down at third. They say he didn't go around. They say he didn't go around, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he made a mistake. It's Reddick at the plate for the Astros. Next pitch. Hit high fly ball, left field. Seager just backs up to the grass just outside the infield and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. First out of the inning. Yeah, I know, King Yellowman. I said it wrong. I said it wrong, my man. 441 is the number. 441 is the number. And I need to get to 450. Or I'm taking the night off tomorrow. That's how it is. So everybody call your mom. Tell her to subscribe. All right, next batter. Wood delivers the lefty. Man, that's a nice pitch up high, but they call it a ball. Maldonado is up to bat. 234 average, 4 home runs on the season. He's the catcher wearing number 15. John said he subscribed, I think. What happened there? What did I miss? Bloop single to right. I missed something there watching the chat. But I think he hit like a dying duck single to right field that fell in between all the fielders. Samaria Sharda checks in and makes sure to make me really angry as soon as he posts his first comment. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Toro hit by pitch. Hit by a pitch. So here we are, top of the 7th. The Astros have 1 out, but they've got runners now on first and second as they try to cut into this Dodger lead. Curtis says, does Bregman's face hurt because it's killing me? I love that joke. I tell it all the time to my son. That's true, Packers Nation, so far. But, I mean, I've only done 1 Viking game, man. So, I'm only done 1. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to do every one of them. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Julian Cruz checks back in, says, what's up? What's up, dude? Miram Hernandez checks in, says hi. Claps his hands. 29 Berserkers in the chat. Let's go. Get hyped. Next pitch outside for a ball. Come on, Wood. Is Wood going to be tonight's Jansen? Or is it a coincidence that everything went to shit as soon as they showed Jansen in the bullpen? Coincidence or not, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch. Down low. Come on, Blue. That's a strike. Called ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Straw, the batter. He's the center fielder for these Astros. Trastros. What are you laughing at, Curtis? Next pitch from Wood. Fouled at the plate. Fouled at the plate. Making the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Trastros here in the top of the 7th. Dodgers leading 5-1. The Dodgers bullpen gets busy, and no, he's not up. Next pitch. Swing, fouled at the plate. Milton says 450, here we come. I've been worried about you, Milton. I've been worried about you. Where have you been, my friend? I got to get to 450 tonight, Milton. 450 tonight, or I'm taking tomorrow night off. And Dodgers Nation can do without the Mad Viking for a night. Next pitch. Foul, right field side. Foul ball. How you doing, though, Milton? John says he subbed. I think I counted you, man. I think I counted you, John, in that 441 number. Yeah, I thought I'd be there by now, Milton. Next pitch inside for a ball. My Viking stream today didn't exactly go great. Vikings Nation did not support. But I don't know. You don't know if you show up in the searches or how that thing goes. So we'll try it again next week, and the week after, and the week after that. Next pitch from Wood. This is a high fly ball, right field. Mookie gets underneath it. Calls off the center fielder, Taylor. That's 2 gone here in the 7th inning. Julian says, man, this is scary. .442 is the sub count. 8 away from 450. 8 away from 450, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Mayfield at the plate for the Astros. They still have runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Dodgers still lead 5-1. First pitch down low inside in the dirt for a ball. Next pitch from Wood. Swing and a miss. Swing and a mighty miss by Mayfield there. Springer is on deck for these Trastros. Gilbert Alexander checks in, pledges his allegiance to the Astros. That's fine, but you're going to lose. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Actually fouled off, third base side. Curtis says the Vikings are going to win the rest of their games. I hope so, but I don't believe you. Not after today. Not after today. $26 berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We got to a high of 30 tonight. Next pitch from Wood, down low in the dirt for a ball. That evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mayfield. The heart of the Astros lineup is coming up. Dodgers trying to get out of this inning. Here we go, next pitch. Swing and a miss. Take a seat over there as the Dodgers are out of the inning. And we go to the middle of the 7th. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag in the chat, what does that mean? And we stretch. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oldie but a goodie. Jorge says he's glad the NFL is back. So is everybody else, I think. Aiden checks in. What's going on, man? He makes it. And Gilbert says classic stuff right there. Hopefully I can keep playing that, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't got any trouble with YouTube for that yet, but we'll see. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. Milton checking in, says, I love it. I love it. Milton, your Car 98 video was awesome, man. Awesome. I, however, have been off of Call of Duty for quite a bit now. $25 berserkers up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Checking in on that football game. Dallas 14, Rams 13. 7:20 to go in the third quarter. And the Rams are looking to put more points on the board. Rams looking to put more points on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Is Among Us a first-person shooter, Milton, or is that some kind of different game? Any of you into video games? Mr. Mind of Milton, he puts up a lot of video game stuff. He also participates in a group that does that airsoft stuff. Really cool videos. You should check him out. Give him a subscription, a like. Kike Hernandez up for the Dodgers. I've missed a couple pitches to him, and he's in an 0-2 hole, so I need to pay attention. No balls, 2 strikes to Kike. Speedy Gonzalez Hernandez, 243 batting average, 5 home runs on the season, and he gets ready for the 0-2. Outside for a called ball. Curtis thinks that Take Me Out to the Ball Game has public domain. I hope so. I hope so, my man. Next pitch. Fouled back. Kike stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes still. The pitcher now, actually still for the Astros, is this Christian Javier. He's been in there quite a bit. He has been in there for quite a bit. The 1-2 pitch to Hernandez is on the way. Fouled back, right side. So the count remains 1-2. Ooh, the Rams looking to score here, guys. Rams looking to score. We're them Cowboy fans in the chat. 1-2 pitch. Kike chases out of the zone and gets struck out. He has to take a seat over there. And again, they take another look at Kenley Jansen in the bullpen. Why are they doing this to us? Stop, ESPN. Just stop. Just stop it. They're tormenting us, ladies and gentlemen. Jorge says, touchdown Rams. Who's that scored that? 34? $22 berserkers in the chat as they continue to watch Jansen in the bullpen. Mookie Betts at the plate for the Dodgers. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Mookie laughing at something that the umpire said. Brown scored the touchdown. Next pitch. Mookie fouls it back behind the plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Betts here in the bottom of the 7th. Dodgers lead 5-1. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Up high for a ball. Up high for a ball.